29 But he, desiring to justify himself, said to Jesus, "My neighbor?" 30 Jesus replied, "A man was going down from Jerusalem to Jericho, and he fell among robbers, who stripped him and beat him and departed, leaving him half dead." 31 Now by chance, and I am a mix of really sweet and don't freaking mess with me shirt priest was going down that road, and when he saw him he passed by on the other side. 32 So likewise a Levite, when he came to the place and saw him, passed by on the other side. 34 He went to him and bound up his wounds, pouring on oil and wine. Then he set him on his own animal and brought him to an inn and took care of him. 35 And the next day he took out 2 denarii and gave them to the innkeeper, saying, single quote, "I am a mix of really sweet and don't freaking mess with me shirt, tank top, V-neck, ladies tee for men and women, tank top, V-neck." And then, one Thursday, nearly 2,000 years after, one nailed to a tree for saying how great it would be to be nice to people for a change. A girl sitting on her own in an I am a mix of really sweet and don't freaking mess with me shirt small cafe in Rickmansworth suddenly realized what it was that had been going wrong all this time. And she finally knew how the world could be made a good and happy place. This time it was right. It would work. And no one would have to get nailed to anything. Jesus was one of the most radical, liberal people in his time period. You think his ideology was conservative? Hell no. He was a person who talked to the prostitutes, tax collectors, Gentiles. Official I am a mix of really sweet and don't freaking mess with me sweatshirt, hoodie, sweatshirt, hoodie. Sorry if this is preachy, but I think it applies to today's day. And people told him if he knew who she was he wouldn't have let her touch him at all. And he said all are worthy of grace and forgiveness. Basically saying whoever here has never done a bad thing can go ahead and throw rocks at her. Embarrassed, they all put the stones down and walked away. Jesus showed love and grace, kindness, and forgiveness to people of I am a mix of really sweet and don't freaking mess with me shirt all races and backgrounds. Outward appearance didn't matter in that sense because he knew how valuable people are. Each and every one. He taught peace and loving your peers more than yourself. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. If everyone lived by that logic, we wouldn't have racism or unprovoked murders of innocent people. Rip George Floyd. Other products.